Now again I am considering one of the example that is based on the three address code and how we will construct the directed acyclic graph. So far we have already discussed the same problem on the preceding class, but to recall again and refresh again your mind, again I am going to discuss the same problem directed acyclic graph based and how we will implement the three address code. So first we will prepare for the three address code, and with the help of the three address code we can prepare the directed acyclic graph. So you are already aware by the directed acyclic graph, it is nothing but the compact form of the abstract syntax tree. And what is the syntax tree? You have already draw a number of expressions for the syntax tree, and now this is the one of the compact form directed acyclic graph. Okay, so in case of the directed acyclic graph, we remove the redundancy, we eliminate those expressions which are repeating again and again. That is called the redundancy. Okay, so if there is a repetition, suppose here b minus c, then that is called the common sub expression. So no need to write the same expression which is repeating again and again. Okay, so first we will take the common of that, and with the help of the directed acyclic graph, we don't want to repeat again and again the same expression. So we remove first the redundancy from our expression, and after that we draw the directed acyclic graph. So here you can see in this example, three address code is linearized representation of a syntax tree or a DAG, in which explicit names correspond to the interior nodes of the graph. The directed acyclic graph in the given figure is repeated in figure 6.8, okay, together with a corresponding three address code sequence. Now first we will concentrate over the three address code for that. Okay, so I think you have this expression because we have already discussed in the previous class. So in this case, we will assume as temporary variable, and we will replace each and every expression by the different temporary variables. Okay, ultimately our concentration is on to remove the common sub expression as well as to reduce our expression. Okay, so here T1 is equal to B minus C we will consider, and now you can see in the preceding class you have already done, you concentrate over the expression. Okay, so just we are assuming T1 is equal to B minus C, then T2 is equal to A star T1 means A star and this B minus C. Okay, T3 is equal to A plus T2. A plus T2 means A star and B minus C. Okay, A plus and again A star B minus C. Now look into the expression. Okay, so again you can see here T4. T4 is equal to T1 into D. Okay, what is the T1? B minus C. So B minus C we are going to add with one expression, and again B minus C we are going to multiply it with other, we can say, variable. Okay, then in this fashion, in this manner, ultimately finally we will T5 is equal to T3 plus T4. So this is the final expression after replacing of different, you can say, different number of temporary variables. Okay, so first you will see what is the initial position of your expression, and after replacing by different number of variables, I mean temporary variables, then at the end this is the final position of your expression. So here you are getting T5 is equal to T3 plus T4. Okay, so this is the final position of the given expression. What is the given expression? A is equal to, sorry, expression is equal to whatever it be, A plus then B minus C, and then again it is multiplied by B minus C into D. Okay, So ultimately we will get T5 is equal to T3 plus T4. So this is called the reduced form. Okay, this is the compact form. And with the help of the temporary variable, just a long expression, we are going to reduce in the form of different temporary variables. And now this is the final position. Now look over the directed cyclic graph. Okay, so B minus C. First, we will start from the B minus C because this is the common sub expression which we want to eliminate. Okay, so let us start from the common sub expression because this is the common one. B minus C, it is the common. Okay, first you can see the expression, check the given expression, and after that start from this common sub expression B minus C. Then this B minus C is multiplied by A star. Okay, A star B minus C, and the same expression this multiplied with D. Okay, so A star B minus C and again B minus C star D. Okay, and these both expression has addition to each other. Okay, A star B minus C plus B minus C star D, and after addition of both expression, again this has addition with the A. Okay, so no need to write this A again and again. Our purpose to draw the directed acyclic graph is just to reduce the given expression and also reduce the number of given variable in the expression, or we can say reduce the number of identifiers. So no need to write again and again the A. Okay, because the complete expression is A plus A star B minus C plus B minus C star D. Okay, so just here we are going to draw the directed acyclic graph, and that is the compact form of the syntax tree. So in this manner, we can draw the directed acyclic graph for the given expression and also whatever it will be provided in the problem. Okay, so first we will take the common. Okay, first we will concentrate over the common sub expression where there is a repetition and again, and then we will write the three address code. Okay, whenever we will write the three address code, then we can take help to draw the directed acyclic graph. Okay, so this is in this way you can draw the directed acyclic graph, and also you can write the three address code. Okay, why we are doing this, why we are going to draw the directed acyclic graph, why we are here writing the three address code, because this is only the method to write the intermediate code. Our purpose is to write the intermediate code. Okay, we use the intermediate code generator which generates the different codes. Okay, because a compiler cannot translate directly the source program into the machine language. Okay, so this is the way to convert the high level language into the machine language. Okay, so the compiler first convert high level language into the intermediate codes, and after those intermediate codes again converted into the 101001 whatever. Okay, that is called the machine language. Okay. Because the computer can understand only the machine language, so the intermediate codes are nothing but the mnemonics or in the form of the assembly language. Okay, so this is the way to convert the source program into the machine language. For that, either we can write the three address code or we can use the directed acyclic graph. Okay, so in this manner you can draw the directed acyclic graph, and ultimately you are going to reduce the intermediate codes. Okay, so that the compiler can convert the intermediate codes in the form of the machine language. Now you can see here three address code we can represented with the help of the quadruples. or triples. So again, there are two methods to represent the three address code. Why are we writing here the three address code? Because we want to represent the intermediate code, because we want to generate the intermediate codes. Okay. So for the intermediate code, we are writing the three address code. And again, we have the facility, because the three address code we can represent either in the form of the quadruples or in the form of the triples. Okay. And the third form is called the indirect triples. So main are the quadruples and triples, and with the help of the triples we can write the indirect triples. So the quadruples, triples and indirect triples, these are the ways to represent the three address code. Okay. So here you can see T1 here minus C. This is another expression here. T1 is equal to minus C and T2 is equal to B star T1. Here you can see this expression given A plus A star B minus C plus B minus C star D. Okay. The given expression is A plus A star B minus C plus B minus C star D. Okay. So how we will proceed? Now we can see here. First we will write the three address code for this. Now how we will write the three address code? First we will start with the T1 is equal to minus C. Okay. Here we are writing the quadruples. Okay. So before that we will write the three address code for the given expression. So here T1 is equal to, just we are considering minus C. So T2 is equal to B star T1. Okay. B star T1 means B star minus C. Okay. T2 is equal to B star and then minus C. T3 again we are considering minus C, and T4 is equal to B star T3 means B star minus C. And then T5 is equal to T2 plus T4. T2 plus T4 means B star minus C plus B star minus C. Okay. Here T2 and T4 are same. Now you can see here the given expression is, what is the given expression? B star minus C plus B star minus C. Okay. Here the expression is A is equal to B star minus C plus B star minus C. Now first we will reduce. How we will reduce? Let us consider minus C. T1 is equal to minus C. The given expression is, what is the given expression? A is equal to B star minus C plus B star minus C. Okay. So first we will see here B star minus C and B star minus C. There is a repetition. Okay. But how we will reduce this? Here let us consider T1 is equal to minus C. So we will write T2 is equal to B star T1. It means B star minus C. So half of the expression completed here. And then again we will consider for the second half, because expression is A is equal to B star minus C plus again B star minus C. Then again we will consider for the remaining half T3 again minus C, and here we will write T4 is equal to B star T3 means B star minus C again. And because the same expression there is a addition B star minus C plus B star minus C. So here we will get again, we will assign the same value to a new temporary variable T5. Okay. So here T5 is equal to B star minus C. What is the T2? B star minus C plus T4 is B star again minus C. Okay. Because our expression is what? A is equal to B star minus C plus again B star minus C. So here we will get at the end A is equal to T5. And what is the T5? T5 is the T2 plus T4. Okay. And what is the T2 plus T4? B star minus C, and this is also same B star minus C. So the given expression here, the given expression is A is equal to B star minus C plus B star minus C. Okay, this is the given expression. So ultimately, just we are going to reduce the given expression, and ultimately at the end we will get A is equal to T5. Means T5 will be assigned to A. So A is equal to, we will get T5. Now here you can see the given expression is A is equal to B star minus C plus B star minus C. It is a long expression, but ultimately by using different type of temporary variables, we are going to reduce in a single line. Now you can see here A is equal to T5. This is the reduced form of the given expression, and T5 is the temporary variable. Okay, so this is called the three address code form of the given expression. Okay, we can use a number of temporary variables as per need, and ultimately at the end you can see A is equal to T5. We are getting the expression assignment here. T5 the value which we are going to assign to A. Okay, so ultimately we will get the A is equal to T5. So this is called the three address code for the given expression. Now how we will represent in the form of the quadruples, and we have already discussed in the preceding lecture about the quadruples. What is the quadruples? Quadruples are used to represent the three address code. Okay, so there are three ways, and two important forms are called the quadruples and triples, and third, just we are creating another one from the triples, that is called the indirect triples. Okay, so these are called the three ways to represent the three address code. Now you can see here quadruples means, as the name suggests to you, quadruples means four items. Quadruples means group of four items. Now you can see this is operator. Okay, here we will write the operator symbol in this column, and this is argument 1 means variable 1. Okay, argument 1, argument 2. Okay, and then this is the result. Again, this is the third temporary variables you can see. Okay, but here we are writing result. Result means that is the last, you can say, identifier to which you are going to assign the whole value. Okay, the given expression is A is equal to B star minus C plus B star minus C. Okay, A is equal to means here you are going to assign the complete value to this A. Okay, now you can see quadruple suggest group of four items. Okay, so here in the quadruples we consider operator symbol, then temporary variable 1, that is called the argument 1, argument 2, and the result. Okay, so we will draw a table in this form. This is the quadruple representation of the three address code. Now come to this line, first line. Okay, T1 is equal to minus C. Just see here, T1 is equal to minus C. Here the operator is minus. Okay, so we will write here minus. What is the argument 1? That is the identifier 1, only C. Okay, so we will write before here argument 1, under the argument 1 C. Okay, so in this line, that is the line number 0, or you can say line number 1. Okay, so in compiler we will start line number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. You can start even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, but more practice in compiler, in the context of compiler, we will use line number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here at line number 0, okay, at serial number 0, line number 0, this row, first you go through this expression, T1 is equal to minus C. So operator symbol is minus, just we will write minus, then argument 1, that is C. Okay. Argument 2, there is no argument 2 here, just we are using only one identifier. Okay. Result, what is the result? Just we are assigning this to T1. Okay. Here the temporary variable T1. So result, it means the result is this assignment, because we are assigning this value, equating this value to T1. Okay. So here we will write T1. Okay. Now come to the next line, T2 is equal to B star T1. Here you can see star is the operator symbol in this expression, in this line. Okay, so we will write here star argument 1. What is this? Now there are two arguments. Okay, here B. Now you can write under argument 1 B, another argument 2. In place of 2, you can write T1 here, because this is the temporary variable, or you can say identifier. Okay. So in this form, you can write here star operator symbol, and this is B and this is T1. And the result, you are going to assign this into T2. So you can write here T2. Okay. Again, see, come to this line, line number, you can say 2. Okay, because we are starting the line from 0. Okay, so at line number 3, you can see, if you will start from 1, then this is the line number 3. Okay, because here we started in the context of the compiler from 0. So this is line number 2. Now T3 is equal to minus C again. Now minus will come here. Okay, C argument 1, there is no another argument. Okay, so we will keep blank, this left blank. Okay, no argument here too. Okay, in this line. So we are going to assign minus C to this T3. Okay, the result will go in T3. Now you can write here result T3. Okay, now come another line here. Now you can see again here operator is star, argument 1 B, argument 2 T3. So star B T3, and the result will go to T4. So result will, here you can write T4. Again come to this line. Now you can see here plus is the operator symbol. Okay, so you can write here plus T2 and T4, argument 1 T2, argument 2 is the T4. So T2, T4, and result you are going to assign into T5. So you can write here T4. Now at the end, line number last. Okay. So this you are going to assign to A. Now here no operator symbol except the assignment operator. Okay. So at the end, we can use this assignment operator. Here you can see equal sign. Now at the end, we will write here operator symbol as this equal. Okay, argument 1 T5, here we will write argument, there is no any other argument, and the result will you are going to assign to A. So you will write here A. Okay, so this is called the quadruples. Okay, so this form is called the quadruples. Now I think you have understand this. Okay, now in case of quadruples, we will consider 4 items. First operator symbol, argument 1, argument 2, result, and here line number. You can start from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So first you will draw this table, and after that as per expression you can write here. So this is called the quadruple form. Okay. Now it is easy and you can represent this easily. Now another here, how we will draw the syntax tree. So we can see here the syntax tree for the expression, the same last expression. Okay, what is the expression here? A is equal to B star minus C plus B star minus C. Okay, now you can see here syntax tree. This is the syntax tree. B star and again minus here, just we are writing in the form of the string minus sign, minus operator, and from the minus just we are drawing this C. Okay, again B star minus C, and this is the plus. We are going to add B star minus C, and again B star minus C we are going to add here. Okay, and after addition B star minus C plus B star minus C we are going to assign to this. Okay, now you can see A is equal to B star minus C plus B star minus C. Okay, so this is called the syntax tree. Now you can see here and differentiate also. What is the difference between the syntax tree and the DAG, directed acyclic graph? Because in case of the directed acyclic graph, we will not use this repetition. Here you can see. So this is called the redundancy. Okay, B star minus C and B star again minus C, the given expression indicates the common sub expression. Okay, so with the help of the directed acyclic graph, first we will remove the redundancy, means repetition. We will remove the repetition, or we can say eliminate the common sub expression. Okay, so reduction of common sub expression reduce the requirement of the memory, and it makes your compiler more efficient. Okay, so why do we use the intermediate codes? So this is the reason. The source program you cannot complete directly translate to machine language, but the compiler first convert into the intermediate codes, and after that it converts into the low level language, that is the machine language. So for what? Because it wants to reduce the redundancy from various expressions. Okay, and it reduces the requirement of the memory. Okay, so in this manner we use the directed acyclic graph. We draw the directed acyclic graph because it is the again compact form of the syntax tree. Because in case of the syntax tree, whenever we are going to draw the syntax tree, then we consider the repetition also, as you are watching here, you are seeing here. If the given expression is like this, then you are indicating this. Okay, but in case of the directed acyclic graph, you cannot repeat. Just you will here draw the B star minus C, and after that you will here add and take this like this branch. Okay, you can draw from this again. Okay, because this is the repetition, so you can add this from here. You can add this link only. Okay, you can add from star to this link, so you can indicate this is repeating. Okay, so DAG is the compact form of the syntax tree. Now I think you have already understood this, for how we will write the quadruples, and now how you will write the triples. Okay, so what is the manner to write the triples? You can see here, just operator symbol, argument 1, argument 2. So what is the difference between the quadruples and triples? Here you can see there is no column for the result. Okay, there is no column for the result. There are only 3 columns, you can see. Okay, here there are three columns only. Any question? What? So you can write here 3 columns, operator, argument 1, argument 2. But in case of preceding one, now you can see what is the difference between quadruples. Here you are using the 4 items: operator symbol, argument 1, argument 2, result. Okay, but in case of the triples, now you are going to draw the table for the same given expression. For the same given expression, A equal to B star minus C plus B star minus C. And how you will write the triples? You can see here how will you write the triples. Okay, So here you can draw the table and write operator argument 1, argument 2, no column for the result. Why? Because here we will use the position of the line number. What is this? Within the curly braces, just we are indicating here the line number. Okay. Here no column to store the result. Why? Because the line number will act as a pointer here. Okay. Now you can see the here statement. What is the statement? T1 is equal to minus C. Okay. T1 is equal to minus C. Now at line number 0, you will write operator minus argument C. Okay. Now take the help from the preceding one. Here you can see when you are writing the quadruples, okay, minus C, the same thing. But here in case of this quadruples, you are storing the result at T1. Okay. But in this case, triples, no argument 2. And here we will not store the result. Okay, no column for storing the result. Now come to the line number 1. What is the line number 1? Star, you can see B star T1. And here from the quadruples, just you can choose star B. Okay. And here another argument is T1. Okay. Here another argument is T1. And the result will go into T2 in case of the quadruples. But in this case, we will not indicate the T2 here. Okay. What we will write is star B. Okay. Star B we will take from here because this is B star T1. Here operator symbol is star and argument 1 is B. Okay. And argument 2 is T1 here. But in this case, star B, we will choose the same. We will from the expression or from the table of the quadruple. But argument 2 here we will write means line number 0. Line number 0 means this value. And what is this value? Now you can see again here. What is this value? Now you are going to store this value T2 at line number here. This is what 1 and this is line number 0. So here we will use the line number 0 because another argument here is T1. So here argument 2 is T1. Okay. So T1 we will choose what is the T1 here, line number 0. Okay. So we will just considering the position, and whenever we will write in the form of the braces, we can say that we can indicate this T1 by argument 2. What is the argument 2? T1. Okay. But here we will write the line number 0. Okay. Line number 0 with you can compare with the preceding case. Okay. So here we will write the line number 0. Okay. So this gives the location of line number 0 means you are going to use as a pointer. Okay. So similarly come to another line. Here again you will write the third line. Again see here T3 is equal to minus C and the position is minus C, and you are not going to show the result here. So you will write again for the triples minus C. Triple means 3. Okay. You will choose 3 items. Operator argument 1, argument 2. Okay. And now come to another line. Here you can see another line, third star B. Okay. B here you can see operator is star, argument 1 is B and argument 2 is T3. Okay. So in place of T3, what is T3? Line number 0, 1, 2. We can choose here 2. Okay. So here we will write line number 2. Okay. So in this manner we will write again. You can compare preceding one 4 plus, and then here we will choose the location 1 and 3, and again at the end you can see here equal A4. So in this manner you will represent the expression in the form of the triples. Okay, so here we will indicate the location or the line number. So within braces, if you will indicate the location, means just you are defining a pointer. Okay, here 2, 3, 4, and just compare with the quadruples and write here triples. So in this manner, we will write the triples. So again, we will here draw the table in this way and we can write easily. So for this expression, don't see here. Okay, this is not for representation of A star B minus C plus B minus star T. Now you can write the 3 address code and quadruples and triples for this expression also. Okay, for the you can see here this is the given expression and you can write for the practice, you can write the 3 address code for the given expression and you can also make table for the quadruples and triples to indicate the 3 address code. Okay, so do practice for this expression also. Now this is called the indirect triples. Indirect triples, you can see same thing. Okay, you will use same table. Okay, here you are writing this table and now you can see there is no any difference. So no any difference for the indirect triples. You will draw the same table, but here you also draw a single column and write here instructions. Okay, and just it will show the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this type of indexing, and here you are using the pointer again. Okay, and whenever you will combine the preceding table of triples with this table, this column, then this is called the indirect triple representation of the 3 address code. So this is used for the triples and only this is used for the indirect triples. Here just you are defining pointer only. Okay. So in this manner, you can indicate the, you can write the quadruples, triples and indirect triples. Okay. So do